And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Gus Edwards, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Kyler Murray leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. The pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He juked him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
After the sack, you could understand it. Maybe been a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. They'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Harris. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A handoff for Herbert.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll run here with Herbert. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing on second and long. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Herbert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On 1st down, Herbert, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive of 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready?
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Chicago, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New England, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't buy or believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? Why would I?
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence, if it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it, we bout to build it. They leaving it vacant, I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered, I gotta get it. I am so with it, I will go get it, that is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice, this my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie, that's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie, that's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's Madden NFL 23, And in the spotlight is Khalil Herbert. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Bears and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Brennan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But, Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one, and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. Two-time Pro Bowler.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
Flushed out right, and that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken at the 46. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a 1-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
A gain of 3, second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the 41, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were
under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Going to be a Super Bowl preview. The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
They go play action here on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Calling a gain of a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Hey,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Dalvin Cook has scored a touchdown there. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the past.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. But the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, for incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Up the middle they go. Herbert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott from the gun. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Even with a guy like Zeke Elliott in the backfield, Dallas simply couldn't keep Pollard off the field last season. The third-year back was just too good to sit, and he ended up with over 700 yards on just 130 carries.
Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now Prescott. Caught left side by Hilton. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. So 3 quarters in the book, still no one. Back now in Arlington. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a give to Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll run. It's Herbert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is Herbert. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And this time he is in. Yes. Khalil Herbert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football. Hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Herbert. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pinched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bears, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the Bears. All that and more.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
He had the numbers of the game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing to start here is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on 1 play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Igbenogany elects not to return. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
2 now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Tua, he'll swing this out to Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
He's got a man complete past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the
I've been doing my thing, they not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me, no time for the silly games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating, but I gotta be great, that's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spinning flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we don't go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You don't need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah, slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah, holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah, hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a
vision board to show you I'm the...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Benogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tua going to throw. He'll hit. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it home?
Always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Raheem Mostert in the Miami offense. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The 10-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We've got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Second down, Gasket.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
It's like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting his inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Shot, 17.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Got business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 40. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw again. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll throw now on the final play. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On the double. Double 38.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start in the Motor City. Detroit playing host to Green Bay in an NFC North matchup. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they've gone to the half with the lead over the visiting Bills. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Minnesota Vikings. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked. as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, 51 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago!
Justin Jefferson,
41 yards. Jones, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Tua now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Here's Tua.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about getting some of their backups in.
Back now at Soldier Field. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
A handoff for Herbert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago.
It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Herbert once more.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll set up a throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll toss it out right to Herbert.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but
and he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Bears are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now the point after try for Santos. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them. But it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But they ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Offense now heads back on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll leave that one for Gaskin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua to throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. This is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Chicago, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Running like a runner do it. Stand on her like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name up who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Me and them here make it come treat it. Spin make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best,